Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today it's supposed to be an unboxing review, but to be fair, I'm just struggling to have enough space on the bench to actually unwrap the box properly without knocking the cameras and the mics all over the place. So first of all, it's a watch from Ciga Design. Now I already actually own one of their watches. I was lucky enough that they actually reached out to me with this and said, would you like to review the watch? Now, as I say, I already own one, and this is mine. I already have now. And I've had this for, I'd say, probably a year and a half now, and I think it's a really cool watch. I've had so many people ask about this watch, far more than many of my other kind of very expensive models. This one does get a lot of kind of input. That's the box for it there. And I just love the fact that they kind of have these really cool boxes, which in some ways are, you could place them as such in a bookshelf. They kind of look right. And this is this one. It's just very, very cool. Now, this model here is their Blue Planet, and to be fair, it has been out now for a couple of years, because after all, this watch did win a very prestigious award. If I just do that, this is the outer part, and as you can see, back in 2001 this won a award at Geneva. I think it was the best watch or best watch design, and I think it's €3,000. I'm not 100% sure, I'll have to check on that, but I think it was the very first Asian brand to ever win this, and so it's a serious bit of kit really. So here we go, we're opening up this, and as you can see, a nice bit about the planet, all this, and kind of all bits about the planet and so forth, and as we try and miss the mic, and then we just get this kind of glimpse of what we have here. So if I turn this round, my new bench isn't designed for big boxes. We actually have the watch here, and this is just very, very cool. Let's move the strap first, get that out of the way, and then try and get the watch out from here. There we go. Okay, let's see, is there anything more? Oh, how to set the time, how to move the straps, and so forth. Warranty card, and the amount of awards that they have actually won. So anyway, let's get this out of the way. So first things first, it looks, just for watch head, it is very much just like a pebble. So even though it's quite a large watch, let's put that over there, even though it's a large watch, it actually, because it's so rounded, it kind of, I think it just fits, it fits really well on the wrist. Obviously we've got movement there with some peely stickers, and have a quick look. I say this is only going to be a first impressions. It's not going to be a full review, because the simple fact is I've only just unboxed it. Let's take this off there. Put those over there. First of all, the dial. Just look at it. That is quite a bit of detail on that. It is very, very nice. And as we turn it round here, I'm not quite sure of the movement. I think it's, looking at it, it looks like a 2824 clone. But to be fair, I say this is all going to be things for the future to try and find out. I love the fact that, looking back here, that is only an opening for possibly being able to get to the movement to service a watch. But when you look at the front, there's no sort of like, there's no split along here to get the movement out. So I think the only way I would be able to get the dial out on this one to service it, I'm guessing, is to remove the crown. I think if you undo this, I might be able to remove the crown and maybe do a compressed air way of actually popping out the crystal to get to it. I think that's going to be the only way I can do that. Anyway, let's have a look at this strap. I tell you one thing straight off the bat. God, this is absolutely lovely. The feel of the rubber or the silicone they use here, it is really, really nice. Very, very tactile, very, very nice. And a quick release system here. Let's make sure I've got this right way around. And I say that because it isn't the most straightforward watch to tower time on. let's put this here. There we go. Click. That's in. And let's do this side. I have to say, this does feel really, really nice. Is that in? Not quite. Yeah, that's in. Okay, that's locked in. I tell you, first, this is purely first impressions. I say the dial is lovely. The hour and minute track, I think it's going to be something where reflection might play a big part in this, because you can see you get a reflection to read the numerals, but when it's in shadow it's a little bit harder. Let's actually give it a little bit of a wind, and I say let's see how the actual action works on this. Okay. Oh wow, that is very, very cool. So in theory, this is a one-handed watch. You've got to take this compass setting as the actual single hand, and the minute track revolves then. That's going to make, I say this, let's face it, like this other model I have from them, it's not going to be a watch you're going to buy for kind of, you know, absolute clarity of time. This is going to be a watch where people are going to, you know, you wear it and people notice. It is very cool. Let me try it on my wrist. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see what the size is first on this. Okay, 46 mil. That's actually not that bad. Let's see. Let's zoom out. Quick wrist check. I'm wearing a Zin 144. Anniversary. Bob has got a watch I was just servicing the other day, so that's got to go back. Let's see, my wrist size is 7¼ inches, so you get an idea roughly how it's going to look. Let's see. Yeah, considering that is a 46 mil watch, it does actually sit really well. I think it's going to be one of those watches, because the lug to lug size is actually very, very small. Even though it's a larger size watch, I think you're going to find this is going to fit quite a few, you know, it will fit your wrist a lot better than you actually think it will. And it sits, considering it's quite, it's a bit portly, but the way it's designed, I think you'd still be able to get a shirt under that or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see. But anyway, that's just a very brief first impressions of how the watch actually looks. And I have to admit, it is very, very nice. I love this kind of seamless design around the side. When you look at a normal watch like this, you see how many split lines you have. And when you look at the side of this, there is nothing. It really is rather funky. So anyway, okay guys, I'll leave you to it and give me a couple of weeks or so with this, or 10 days or so, and I'll get a full review out to you soon. Okay, all the best guys, stay safe out there. Bye.